Hi all, Mithun back with a new video. In this video, I'm going to explain about the procurement, what is procurement, how procurement works in a construction industry, and tendering, the process of tendering actually, how procurement tendering connected, and also purchase. This is my main intention to give some basic information about the procurement procedures, like how do you select the procurement route, how do you choose tendering routes, all those things. In this section I'm mainly going to explain you the process like that. Okay, so in my experience, like and when I met many of the people are confusing procurement and purchasing actually. Okay, so purchasing and procurement are not same. Firstly, but if you ask me purchase, let me tell you what is purchasing actually. Purchasing is actually the direct acquisition of the goods and commodities in a very simple way. You go a supermarket, buy a shirt, that's a purchase. Okay, it's not a procurement. And you go to a hotel, you eat something, you paid and come back, or you go to supermarket, you buy something and come back. That's all purchase actually, because there is no strategic decision taking or strategic involvement in that process of buying and paying. You buy something, you pay it, you finish. So that is the purchasing actually, the direct acquisition of goods and material. That's it. But procurement is like more about a strategic. It has a strategic level actually. It's not, if you take procurement, it has different layers actually. It has a strategic decision making is there, it has a selection of a route is the selection of tendering process is there. So it's like a holistic process by which you meeting the end user's requirement. It has different definition actually. If you look into different books, you can see different definition. But if you ask me, the procurement is a process which is intent to meet the end user requirement. End user could be anyone actually, be it your client, be your family, whoever. Like, so there is an end user. Ultimately, you need to meet the requirement of the end user by thinking strategically and ensuring the best value for the end user. So that's the what's called procurement. Let me put in a very simple definition and sorry, a simple example and explain you how it works. So just one more heads up, let me tell you, I am explaining in perspective of a construction industry only. And if you go to some other fraternity, the procurement definition is completely different, like a way also different, approach is different. But I'm talking purely in a perspective of a construction industry. Okay, so I'm just giving you a first, let me give you an example to understand the procurement strategy in a real life example. So I'm a mechanical engineer. Okay, and I deem to have a good experience about the or good understanding about the cars and all. So whenever in my family, if somebody buy a car, they will come to me and ask like which car should I buy. So I mean, I don't really, honestly speaking, I have very limited information and knowledge about the cars and stuffs. But they used to come to me and they deemed to consider like this guy is a mechanical engineer, so he knows a lot of cars. So, for example, my uncle is coming to me and asking me, I need to buy a car for my son for his birthday. So, for me, the end user is my uncle. His requirement is like buy a car for his son's birthday. Okay, but the end user doesn't tell me like what kind of car he want, what color he want, what is the power he is looking forward. He told me only one condition, like I need to get that car before my son's birthdays because I need to present that car to my son. So I'm asking my uncle, like you want which color car, like a red, a white? He said red color car because his son's right likes red color. So I like, can I buy a then Suzuki or a Toyota? No, he said no, I want a premium car like a BMW, Audi, like that. So I get more information from the end user. He first he said he want a car. When I ask counter question, I understand like he need a premium car, a red color car. So that is the end user requirement. So I said like, uncle, it will be very costly. It will cost like 40-50 lakhs. Is it okay for you? He said okay, not a money is not a problem. He a rich man. He's a rich man. So he said not a money is not a problem. But I need my car in a week time because my son's birthday coming in a week, so I need to present that. So time is my constraint. Okay, time is my important because he don't worry about the money, and he mentioned the quality already. He want a premium car. So this is the position point where you think of in a strategic level. Okay, so whenever you have a requirement, you think like in a way like quality, cost, time, your experience, your expertise, risk carrying capacity, sustainability, all these factors will come to your brain straight away. So now forgot about those things. Now it's a car and it's for my uncle's sons. So now I have like a three, I'm just considering three: quality, cost and time. So quality, I cannot compromise, he need a premium car. Cost, he's okay to spend, so I'm okay. And time is the most important thing, he need a car in a 3 weeks, sorry, 1 week time. So I'm thinking, okay, now my procurement brain should work. What kind of strategy I will adopt? Should I go straight to the dealer and ask for the car, or I will go through a broker, or I will go to a third party to get it? So this perspective I should think. If I go to dealer, I might not be getting car in a 1 week time. He going to make you book the car. You take all those time. It going to take you its beautiful time. If I go to third party through also, there is a procedures and all. But if I go to broker, maybe I need to pay some extra amount to broker, but still I get a car in a time. So I adopt a procurement strategy. Okay, I will go with the broker. Okay, so what? But I decide a procurement route over there. So my procurement route is like I will go through broker to get my to fulfill my end user need to get a car in a week. But again, what kind of tendering should I adopt? Like I will go only one only one, this procurement, this broker will go to only one party, or I can go different party. So again I have to decide tendering process. Tendering, like, let me put you other way around. Like, if I go to this third broker, he will be going he will be going only to one supplier or different supplier. That's the tendering process actually. So if you go to this, if this broker is going to only one supplier, that is single source tendering. But if you go to 2-3 suppliers, that's become competitive tendering, because you will get the quotation from the 2-3 supplier, then this broker will compile and give to you. Okay, for example, this broker is going to only one supplier. He will go to supplier, he will get the quotation and give to me, sir, this is the quotation, this is 40 lakhs is the amount, and you have to pay road tax, blah blah things, and you need to pay me 5 or some 50,000 as my charge. Okay, but if this broker went to 3 suppliers, he will get 3 quotation and tell me like this. The first supplier, he telling like 45 lakhs, but he will give some discount of some tax and stuff. And this supplier, he give me some warranty and this. So there will be 3 figures actually. If you look into bottom line of those 3 quotations, there will be 3 figures. Apart from that, we need to pay some amount to the broker also. So this is like tendering process. So, and then I'm deciding holistically, okay, I will go with this supplier, buy the car, and I will pay this much amount. So I will go with as a procurement route, I went with the broker. Say tendering, I went with the competitive tendering, like I get 3 quotations, and from that I took a best fit quotation for my uncle's requirement, and I bought a red color car for my cousins. Okay, so so the end user, so this is the full strategy is called procurement. Like, you are not just buying, actually you deciding how to buy, where to buy, what method you buy, all those things you deciding in procurement. So in purchasing, is like, you just accusing or purchasing the material or commodities straight away. And just one thing, procurement and tendering is connected actually. Tendering is a part of procurement. Okay, procurement is like selecting suitable route and select right supplier, right methodologies, right tendering process, and select the best fit vendor or bidder, get the work done, you pay him, and then you discharge his obligation. All this coming in procurement actually. You call contract, procurement, pre-contract stuff different, but if you look into procurement strategy as a procurement manager or someone like that, I would say like when end user give me a requirement, from that point onwards my work start. I will get him the service done without any disturbance. If my uncle want a car, I will step in, I will do all the rest of the thing, and I will get him a car, and he can go without any disturbance. That's the procurement actually. So what I explained is a pure, like, a common experience instance. So now let me explain in perspective of construction. Okay, so now you understand what is a procurement route, how to select that. But when you come into construction industry, there is different procurement route. Traditional procurement route is the design build procurement route is the construction management is there, management contractor is there, EPCM procurement route is there, EPC is there, hybrid is there, different procurement route is there. It's all based on the requirement, end user requirement, and different parameters. When I explained the example of the car, I has three parameters like quality, cost, and time. Now, when coming to this construction, there is different parameters to consider. So, time, cost, quality, ultimately you have to consider. Apart from that, you have to consider the experience of the employer, his risk carrying capacity, what all responsibility he can take, his knowledge about the work he going to do, then his responsibilities, sustainability requirement, environmental requirement, many factors we have to consider before we comment a procurement route. If an employer or a client coming and asking like, Mithun, advise me this which procurement route should I choose? Let me tell you one more thing. Many people confuse about the procurement route and contract type. Okay, procurement route is like, let me tell you, design traditional procurement route, design build procurement route, construction management contractor, EPC, and hybrid. Like commonly like five I can tell you. Okay, this is the procurement route. Basically deciding the method how do you going to execute the work based on the time, quality, cost, your capacity, your experience, your expertise, your risk carrying capacity, sustainability, many parameters. But lump sum remeasure, GMP, that's all contract type. Okay, FIDIC, JCT, NEC, that's a form of contract. This type of contract like lump sum remeasure and forms of contract like FIDIC, JCT, these all part of the procurement. Procurement is standing above those things as a holistically. Okay, so for just let me give you first like how the traditional procurement route work. So in a traditional procurement route, the contract design is by employer and construction is by the contractor. So you might have seen this a lot of such construction in the our fraternity, because for example there's a developer. Okay, developer will be done hundreds of work like that. He might have considered like 100 buildings. Okay, so he has experience, he has expertise, he know what he want, and he need to control that also. So what he usually do is like, because he's very experienced, and he will be appointing an engineer or a design consultant. He will do the design consultant will do the design for him, and he will appoint a cost consultant who will prepare BOQ and other tender document. Then he issue tender document, and then he get the contract on board. So this is called traditional procurement route. Okay, in traditional procurement route, design is by the employer and construction is by the contractor. So this will be used when you have a quite lot of experience in the field, and you know what you want, and you're quite sure about the cost stuff, and only will go for this traditional procurement route. And very importantly, you have a full set of drawings and specification ready with you. If so, that's very important. Like and just one more thing, let me add in this traditional procurement route. You can control the design in this thing. Since you are doing the design, the employer can control the design. So if you're constructing a high-end villa or a high-end hotel tower, you can control the light fittings, you can control the type of sanitary requirements, the flooring, facade, everything you can control. So in such case also you will go for traditional procurement route, because you know what you want and you have experience on that, and you have done similar work in past also. So you appoint a design consultant to prepare design document, you appoint a cost consultant to prepare a tender document, then you bid and get the contract done. Okay, so this is procurement route only. The tendering process I will explain second stage. Okay, so this is the first tendering procurement is traditional procurement route. Okay, the in this procurement route I mentioned about tendering, actually which type of tendering. So I'm not going deep into it now, because moving forward, I'm going to explain tendering in deep, types of tendering, different methodologies, when to adapt and all. Okay. So to conclude, the traditional procurement route will be used by a very experienced developers when you have full set of drawings and you know what you want and you want to control your construction, you want to control design, and you have experience in that carrying out those similar type of budget. And in such scenarios, you will go for a traditional procurement route. And again, there is no limitation on that. Sometimes even less experience also going for additional procurement, that's all. But ideally I would suggest, like, when you have similar experience and expertise in the field, you will be able to go for a traditional procurement route. Okay, because you will be able to control time, quality, cost, which is in your hand. So next procurement route is design and build procurement route. You might be heard of this design and build procurement route, D&B procurement route. Okay, D&B procurement route is actually design and construction both by the contractor. Again, I'm telling you, design and construction both by the contractor. So this will be using when you're having a time constraint. Okay, because when you're waiting for the drawing to complete, it will take a lot of time. So to save the time, what you will do is, like, you will at the very beginning you will appoint a D&B contractor. So he will do design and he will do construction together. So there will be a interfacing parallel movement between the design and construction. Or if in the case of traditional procurement, you have to wait for the drawing, then only you can construct. But D&B contractor can construct and design parallelly. It will go hand to hand actually. And there are some special work like substation or a district cooling plant or a factory. Such cases you will go for design-build construction. I'll tell you why we are going for D&B for such cases. Because in D&B construction, what we provide, if I am a client, I will provide a document called employer's requirement, my requirement. Okay, so as per my requirement, they need to construct and design construct. So the design is by them. So we don't have control in design actually. As an employer, I don't have control in design. So they can design the way they want, but it will fulfill the requirement. Okay. For example, I'm telling you, I need to construct a bridge. If I am having an island, okay, and I need to go to island from mainland. So I'm telling the contractor, I need to construct a bridge connecting this connecting this island and the bridge. Please construct, but I need the 2-3 lines. I need the lines and all. It should be perfect, asphalt is required, and fit for purpose. It shouldn't broken. All those things I will mention, but very small narrative. I will not specify one by one, like I need this much, the rebar this much, that this color, nothing. This is only my requirement. So contractor can as per the to fulfill the requirement, he can design and construct. So in D&B, we don't have a control of design actually, but construction and design will be going hand to hand. So if you are in a hurry, if time is a constraint, you will be able to go to a D&B procurement route. And the one very important thing is, like, in D&B procurement route, you are giving full responsibility to design and build to him. And if you want to introduce any new variation, that will be very expensive actually, because they designing as per the standards and procedures to match your requirement. Suddenly, if you introduce some changes, that gonna cost you a lot actually. And usually, if you constructing a villa or a 5-star hotel, you will not go for designable, because you will not be able to control, because a 5-star hotel, a lot of importance for the aesthetic requirement, like you need to have a very good tiles, very good marble, a very beautiful facade, a very beautiful light fittings. But if D&B, you don't have control to select those things. So usually if it's a high-end building and all, we will not proceed. But for the substation, data centers, or maybe for the district cool plant, we will go for the design build procurement route. I will be doing, this is just the introduction class only. I'll be doing one by one section for all this procurement route, like traditional procurement route, it's positive, it's negative, how to approach, and design build is positive, negative, when to approach, how to approach. I will be doing. So this is like an introduction only. Okay. Now there is construction management procurement route. In construction management procurement, like before that, there is this all like the design build and tradition is like a core thing. When you have a very complex kind of project, you will be going for the other hybrid type of procurement route, like management contract procurement route, construction management procurement route. First, let me tell you what is construction management procurement route. So for construction management procurement route, for example, there is a very big development, a city. You're developing a city, just like a Neom or a Red Sea development you're doing. Okay, so it's a mixed use development. You have schools, you have villas, you have hotels, everything is there. So in this kind of development, what you do is like you will appoint a construction management procurement route. So you will appoint a EPCM contractor or a CM contractor who will manage the full process. EPCM means engineering, procurement, and construction management. So you will be contacting only with this EPCM contractor. Okay, but you will split into different packages, like park packages or school packages, villa packages, different packages, and you will be appointing a construction management contractor for that, and he will be doing pre-contract, post-contract work like engineering, procurement, and construction management. Okay, but the contract is always between the client and the contractor. Let me tell you example. So there is one package, a school package, okay, or a villa package, whatever. So school package, this this EPCM contractor, he will do the design, he will do the procurement, he will prepare the tender document, he will put the RFP, and he will prepare the tender recommendation and give to you and tell you like in a recommendation, he will tell you, for this school package you can appoint this contractor. He is very good, he has this in terms of technically and commercially good, and you can go to review that and you can appoint him for the work. So as an employer, I'll be getting this tender recommendation or a award recommendation from the EPCM contractor. I will review it. If it's okay, I will issue the contract to the contractor. The contract is always between employer and the contractor, but remaining all engineering, procurement, construction management, all done by this EPCM contractor. Okay, this is construction management procurement route. This will be using like when you have like a very complex development, like a very big development phases, different phases, long duration project and all, because very difficult to control by a single main contractor or stuff. So you will do like this. You will split different packages and easy to control. And other one is management contract route. So in construction management and contract management, there is a big difference actually. You will be splitting into different trade packages in contracts management contract route also. So first is EPCM, construction management. This is management contract route. Okay, this route, similar way it will be using for the very complex project only, like same like city development or monastra development, where you have different types of building, different types of development. Infra will be there, civil will be there, and amenities will be there, or maybe entertainment stuff will be there. In this only same this management contract route also using, but only one difference is like we'll appoint a management contractor and he will be entering to the contract with the contractor. In EPCM route, contract is between the client and the contractor, but in management contracting, the contract is between this consultant and the contractor. So client always dealing with this management contractor. We don't have any direct contractual relationship between. So one negative is that we don't have a control of construction or control of a design in that, because we are like a layman trusting completely on this management contractor, and everything is between this contractor and the consultant. This management contractor and the original contractor. So this is called the management contractor route. I explained traditional contract and D&B in very detail because we are dealing mainly into those kind of procurement route. and EPCM also we might be come across, but the management contracting routes and all, very rarely you will be coming across. However, I will be doing a separate session for this, which gonna explain like one by one what is all of this. And also I will do like actually I was my intention was to do a touch based tendering also, but it's always 25 minutes over, like I don't know how would be able to, but just give you some hints on tendering. Once you decide procurement route and all, the second step is tendering. Okay, so tendering is like basically selecting the best fit tender or a contractor to do the job. Okay, it can be different tendering methods actually. So as a part of procurement, you also select the tendering method also. It could be open tendering, it could be selective tendering, and it could be negotiated tendering, it should be single source tendering, different methodologies. First, like open tendering, if you would have seen, like for the government projects and all, they will do open tendering, anybody can participate. Okay, like because government want to give equal opportunity to all the parties, so he will do open tendering. And but if in terms of like private clients, they don't want to give like everybody's tender to review, so they will already select some bidders or contractors. Okay, and they will issue this tender only to those contractors, because they will be fixed some benchmark. I will be issuing this RFP to contractors who have 10 years experience plus, who have similar experience, who have international experience. Some such way they will fix some benchmark, and they will issue RFP only to this selected tenderers only, or bidders. RFP means a request for proposal. Okay, so I will be using those words like RFP and RFQ stuff. And RFP is the request for proposal, so RFP will be sending only to this selected people. That's called selected tenders. Again, there is something called single source tendering. You will not go to many people, you will go only one guy and get quotation, because sometimes you will not be getting many people to do the work, or sometimes you will be in hurry, so you don't have time to go for many people. You go single people and get it. And there is something called competitive tendering. You will go to many people or different bidders. You send RFP to them, you will get quotation from or proposal from them, you review, and then you select the best fit for them. And also there is a negotiated tendering. There will be already set of contractors or contractor working with you. You will directly negotiate with him and give the work. For example, when you have a similar kind of work like infra work or a pipeline work and all, it's a similar natural work, same specification, everything same. So what you do is, like, there is a contractor already working, so you negotiate with him and give the contract. And there is also like term tendering is there, and now the famous e-tendering is there. Now back in like 5 years, every tendering was through the papers, like hard copy to be submitted, hard copy review. Now everything turned to soft copy actually, and there is everything like turned to e-tendering platforms. There are many e-tendering platforms actually. All the tendering is done through this e-tendering platform. So you will do pre-qualification through this platform, you will select this tenders to platform, you will issue RFP through this platform, you will review this tender through this platform, you will prepare rate analysis through this platform, you will also issue award recommendation to this platform. So there are like Compass, Oracle based many platforms like e-tendering is there. It's very easy to issue quite quality documents, easy to compare, crisp documentation will be there, and easy pre-qualification with a lot of advantages in what do you call that, e-tendering is there. So basically this is about tendering actually. I just covered a very basic tendering, because next session, because I covered the procurement almost in a good way, next session I will be explaining tendering in detail, and upcoming session I will be touch basing each tendering process separately. I hope this video is useful to you, and if you have any doubts or stuff, please do comment me, or you can text message me, or if you have further comments, you can you can message LinkedIn also. My name is Midun Suvarnan, MIDHUN SUVARNAN. You can see my profile LinkedIn. You can message me there also. Thank you, bye.